flat tire?
I don't know. They just go flat, I guess. I had a nail
flat.
in one tire the other day, and then this one's flat.
That's kind of stupid, honestly. Are we not at the point where we have like non-flattable tires? We should be there.
They don't give a fuck. Every business is like, hey, fuck off. You suck. Today I flew in, plane's early. The guy comes on the thing. Terrible turbulence, by the way. It was like some lady was screaming in the back. And the plane's just like sitting there like a fucking car in your fucking driveway. And they're like, oh, yeah, there's something wrong with the thing that juts out of the airport to like let you in, the walkway.
Gotcha.
How is that? All you guys do every fucking day. Plane comes in, the thing comes out, that's it. That's all they do. I'm also sick of being at the airport and they're like, hey, anyone want to volunteer to do bags? No. None of us want to give you our bag.
Oh, you mean to like check them instead of putting them on the plane? No.
Easy fix. Let us check in 2 days before, have a fucking itinerary, and then you're good. You know? Why do I got to check in 24 hours before? You're not ready. You don't read it. Give yourself 2 days.
Wait, what is the checking in 48 hours going to do different from the 20?
Because then they'll know what the bag situation is. When you check in, how many bags do you have? 1 or 2 fucking carry-ons? I feel like everyone at the airport is just like freelancing the job. They're like, I don't know. How many bags do you guys bring today? We don't have room for this.
Isn't that all predetermined when the tickets are sold?
Yes.
So then they shouldn't be asking.
Like you say, I want to allot a bag for me. You check in, you tell them how many bags you're bringing.
Yeah, but when I bought the ticket, I also told them that.
You allotted a bag, so you don't necessarily are bringing it. You're just like, I want the option.
But I paid for it. What do you mean?
Yeah, but you might not bring it. Say fucking, I don't know, you and your wife pay for 2 carry-on bags. You're like, we'll just use one, whatever it is.
And then the money for the other one comes
Fuck
back?
the money. I'm just talking about the allotment of the bag.
Yeah, got it.
So they know day of how many bags there are.
Greedy sons of bitches, man.
No, they're just stupid.
Oh, they're stupid?
You can tell when it's not about greed. It's just they're dumb. Everybody who works at the airport is a fucking idiot. Like, let's just call it what it is. If every single flight, like I was leaving my plane, and the plane's all the same, by the way. You fart into that plane, and then the new people think it's a fresh plane. It's just a fart-filled old plane. They just drive up. It's like a taxi. They fucking drive up. You get off. The other people go in. And as I was leaving, on the announcement, they're like, hey, if anybody wants to volunteer, we don't have enough room for your bags. How is every fucking flight that they don't have room? Impossible. It's impossible. There's only so many seats on the thing. You know? Like, have the fucking seats match the fucking bags.
Well, the people don't match the bags. The people want to bring 2 or 3 or 4 bags.
But they don't.
You ever seen some of the people with a bunch of carry-ons?
I'm on planes so much, they don't. People bring 2. They bring a thing on them, and then one they stow up. And you can stow 2. Fuck 2. Who cares? Make room. Are you telling me these engineers are fucking looking at the plane going, dude, there's no more space. It's impossible.
We've reached maximum package capacity.
And then the fucking Uber from the airport, $1 billion.
How much was it?
He just looks at a map. No, $68 for a 30-minute ride. It's $2. It's fucking $2.50 a minute.
Yeah, premium for the airport.
Why?
Because you need it. He doesn't need to pick
He's
you up.
already there.
That's what he's saying.
He's literally got the easiest job. His job is like, yo, I don't want to drive around all day. I want to wait for people that are desperate and just take advantage.
He's smart. So he's a smart guy.
But like they look at a map and they're like, oh, based on the map, you owe 70. It's like, what? Do a meter.
That's a taxi.
Yeah, it says taxi on the top of the thing.
Don't you remember back in the day, taxi airport, there'd be like flat rate. They'd be like, okay, $50, take me home.
Yeah, I don't fuck with it. I'm done. Everything is so fucking expensive. Fuck you. I didn't even tip the guy. I was like, you know what? You can't tip. Like, if I'm fucking below middle class, like, what? You're stealing from me if I tip.
You're still tipping? What's wrong with you?
You tip the drivers. Because that's how they make most of their money.
Yeah, it depends on the ride.
But I'm done with that now. Fuck you. You know what my tip is? Your rating here on Uber, 5 stars.
My favorite part of using Uber in any way is putting $0 on the tip.
Ever? You've never tipped?
It'd have to be something special for sure.
What does
if
that even mean?
So for
Like a
driver
hand job?
Yeah, for a driver to get a tip, for like a driver for an Uber trip, if you sit there and there's not a word exchange between the two of us, and you're on the phone with somebody, never getting a tip, obviously. If
Oh,
you're
you
talking
want
with
him to talk to you?
100%.
Why?
Make my ride worth it, or else I could just drive myself.
That's crazy. I don't want. The guy was trying to talk to me today, and I'm engaging him, but no, I'm like, the tire's flat. I gotta fucking do this in record
Yeah.
time.
Of course.
I just got off the plane.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't
No, I
talk to
understand.
me at all. I'll tip you to not speak.
Yeah, for me, it's like, it just got to make it. It's got to be something different than a normal ride for me to be tipping you. If you're just getting me point A to point B, no.
So what about your server?
Server always based on the service.
What the fuck are they doing?
Delivering me
Same
food.
delivery every
They're-
time.
They're expediting me food. Well, if they're friendly, what if they're personable?
What if they're like okay?
Probably
Not
just the
friendly,
lowest-
but not like
the lowest
bad.
amount. You're not going to get more unless it's more.
But you're tipping.
I'm always giving them the bare minimum.
Okay. Not if they don't have to like make the experience higher.
But if it sucks, I will tip nothing.
yeah,
Done it many times.
yeah, I'm with
Or
that.
I do even worse than nothing. I change.
You walk
I
out on the
change-
bill?
No, I change the percentage to like a shitty percent. So then if they ask, I tell them why.
So you walk through life and you want altercation.
Well, it depends on the type of altercation for sure.
Like you'll give them like 4% just so they
Jordan.
look at it and go, "Oh, let's have a chat."
Jordan, that's my money. All of that.
No, I
money
agree
is
with
my
you. I'm
money.
just saying,
And
why
I'm
not go zero?
I'm voluntarily giving because you're saying something without saying something, my friend.
Yeah.
Zero is like people do zero all the time
Yeah.
because they just do it, right? But
Yeah.
if you do like 7%, they're gonna be like, you went and changed the thing.
Yeah.
Like the other day,
Very
we went to-
intentional.
yeah, we went to Japanese fucking barbecue the other day. Me and my friends. There were 6 of us.
Oh, so you went to work.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
We went to work. I went to eat a bunch of food.
Yeah.
So we go there, and she brings the bill. and
Like
I'm
you cook
hey-
it, right? You had to
Yes,
cook it? Yes.
Yes. But the meat quality, top notch, honestly. Very good there.
Yeah, you wouldn't know the difference really.
Well,
I mean,
look at the marbling and the A5 Wagyu, weigh
Sure.
it out in front. They sliced it right in front
I don't
of me.
believe anything anymore.
I don't really care what you think, so you just listen to the story.
I'm here.
This is my buddy's birthday, and I was like, I just want to pay for him for his dinner, okay? So I go out. You're right. People are stupid, I think, now.
They're very dumb.
I go around the corner. I'm like, miss, it's my friend's birthday. The couple that was sitting in front of us, me and my girl, I'll pay for me and my partner, and I'm going to pay for the 2 people in front of us. I
So
wanna pay
easy.
For,
I
I
would
want
have
to
been
pay
like,
for their dinner.
So
All I
easy,
said-
sir.
Yeah, everything, because they have little markings on who's sitting where at the table. Do they not?
They do.
So I said, hey, 2 people sitting in front of us. You were there many times. You saw it. I just want to cover those 4 bills. Okay, which 4 do you want? All right, I'll try one more time. Can I
Yeah.
get the 4? Please, the 4 of us. So you want the dinners. They also drank. I'll take those 2 if you don't mind. Well, she said, okay, no problem. But what about the other drinks? Those other drinks of the other 2 people, because there's 6 of us, not really my problem.
Not
don't
even. You
wanna
didn't
pay
even
for them.
say. You didn't even say
I
that.
just want 4 dinners, 4 sets of drinks.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do your 2, and these she names the drinks, and then she's like, "We'll do the other 2 dinners and the drinks." I can't. There's too many. She's showing me the iPad. I can't click on it. I can't do it. And I was like, "Okay, will it make it easier for you just the 2 dinners, and then his girlfriend will pay for his drinks for his birthday? How does that work?"
Sure.
Okay, but what about the other drinks, Miss? There's 2 other people at the table. Go ask them about that. Okay, can you do that for me, please? Anyways, she's like, there's 6 of you, because I split it up technically into 4 and 2. Hey, there's 6 of you. We already have a blanket 18% gratuity. And I was like, okay.
yeah.
Do I have an
Fine,
option? Is it up? Because I looked at the machine. Is there an option? No, it's already in the price.
Yeah.
So fuck you is what you're saying.
Well,
Perfect,
no.
thank you.
There's a certain size where they're like, we can't have you just leave.
Yeah.
They just
well,
make up the
that's-
rules. They
well,
just
I'm
make them
cooking
up.
the food. So if it was a different
Yeah.
restaurant, but also I will say service is always top notch there. They're always like, coming, more meat, more
Yeah,
drinks. They're
yeah.
there. They're there for you.
They work.
But
So
18% on
Were you
$200
able
bucks, you
to
know how much
pay
that is?
for your friend?
Yeah, just for the meals though. Could not get the drinks. Drinks were impossible to put on there.
Yeah. Got it.
I said, Miss, my meal's easy. All I had was water. So that's my meal. My girl had 1 beer. boom, and then their drinks. I can't seem to. I'm sorry. The thing is, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, why did we invent computers in a way where it like locks us out of reality?
I should be able to speak to the iPad. Hey, this is what I want, and it just boom, it pumps out a receipt.
Everything should be independent, and I should drag and drop that shit like it's a fucking computer and files.
You worked in the bar industry. You know that there's seat numbers. Everybody has.
Oh yeah,
the computer,
they can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Like there is no limitation. Unless in the time I haven't been in the business, like they fucking updated whatever and they lock you out.
From the time that you
You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. Technology is an illusion of ease. It's not, the more advanced it gets, the less you can do.
Yeah. That's fair, I guess.
Man, it's like people have gotten so dumb that it hurts. I'm like out there angry.
You shouldn't be as angry.
Like today, we got on the plane and this guy puts his bag in the overhead thing. Like it was perfectly, like it was like God was like, this is your spot for his bag. He just slams it in there. The lady who's the flight attendant looks at the bag and it's like maybe this much jutting out a little bit. Okay? Which now is actually in her fucking job description. Clean up the top bags.
Clean up the top.
Be a fucking asshole to people. The typical attendant job.
Yeah, exactly.
She says to the guy, hey, you're going to have to take that bag and put it on the other side. I am not even involved in this. I have no business even having emotions about it because it's not my fucking life. I wanted to tell that woman, actually I wanted to ask her, do you think that's the best option for this? So picture 4 bags, empty space beside 4 bags. His is the 4th. So all he does, he ignores her. He didn't even look at her.
I wouldn't look at her either.
Because what she said was so fucking stupid. All he did, he took the other 2 bags, shifted them a little bit, pushed his bag in more, and he closed the top. She had to reopen it because he doesn't have the authority to close the top, obviously. And she rolled her eyes.
Nice.
She rolled her damn eyes.
I don't understand why these people think they have so much power. Like, for me, if I was sitting down and she said, can you get up and move that? I'd be like, no.
No.
I'm sitting down.
Yeah.
My tray, back, and seat are upright in the fastened position.
One of us is being paid to be here.
Like, I paid a ridiculous amount of money for this.
Yeah.
I'm going to Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
Growing up, we were told the customer's always right. Something happened in the 2010s. They were like, actually, the customer sucks.
Yeah. No, they're never right now.
They're never right, and they're a burden on your day. Like,
the only reason they go to work is to service us, but we're the burden.
Everybody feels like they're at their job to just end the job.
Yeah, this is the last.
They're like
the last flight attendant.
Let's hope nobody fucking wants to come back today after this experience. And the turbulence was like, I looked over at my buddy. I was like, "Hey, man, if this goes down, because it was that turbulent, it was that level of turbulence. Like a lady in the back was like, woo, like that's what she did.
That's crazy.
The waters were spilling.
I've been there,
but not even a lot. To the engineers got that shit figured out.
Yeah, they figured out how to keep the water not going crazy.
And also, how can you explain something to me? When the fucking plane turns, why don't I go like this? Why am I still always fucking flat?
G-force, I guess. Gravity.
They can do anything up there except bag storage.
Well, you're not flat. You are that way, but the centrifugal force of the plane keeps you thinking you're still flat.
I don't listen to Shania Twain anymore. So listen, I don't know about centrifugal nothing. Also, when you're sitting, there's so much fucking space. Like, today, I realized, I went to go turn my air on.
You can't reach it.
And I'm like, it's so high. I had to fucking, stand up. I'm like, lower that. Put some more storage.
You're doing too much on the plane, dude. When I sit down, I'm not moving.
Well, what?
I don't touch nothing.
Huh?
Whatever way it is, default settings, that's what I'm at.
Why?
I
What
don't
if
know,
you're
I just,
hot?
like-
What if you get hot?
Doesn't matter. I just sweat. I just sit there and I'm sweating. If I have to shit, guess what?
Hey.
I don't get up.
What's wrong with you?
I
If
travel.
you have to shit, you don't,
I don't
get
get
up.
I just fart.
What if you shit?
Won't happen.
Okay.
I have never shit on an airplane.
Why?
I don't know, dude.
You've
I don't want
do you
to.
piss on there?
Oh yeah, every once in a while. But those like toilets are not built for somebody in my stature. at
Dude,
all.
your asshole is the same size as
no,
everybody
I meant
else's.
getting in and out of that bathroom.
Yeah,
unless
sure.
it's a big plane. Unless it's a big plane going to Europe, sometimes those bathrooms are a little bigger. But if you're like on a porter plane going to Sault Ste. Marie, that bathroom is meant for a very small.
Like
unit.
you can't sit.
I can't really turn around. I can go in and out, frontwards, backwards. Like
That's-
I go frontwards in. and
So
I can-
you can go in like this.
but I
and you
can't turn around in the bathroom. No,
What do you mean?
there's not enough space.
First of all, stop taking Porter. Like they obviously don't want a guy your size even on the plane.
No, the people, you could see when I'm coming down the aisle and people are sitting in the seats with like one open, they're looking, they're like, please do not sit with me.
Are you like when you sit in a plane seat, how much of the other seats
So
are you
I am
encroaching
good.
on?
Believe it or not, I'm really good at making myself small. In a
Obviously not if you can't even piss on the fucking
no,
plane.
in the bathroom, you can't make yourself small. But in my seat, I'll always go as far away from the other person as possible.
So you sit in the seat. How much percentage of your leg is now this person's problem? over
Nowhere.
here?
It goes, I even sit cross-legged if I have to make sure they're comfortable.
So your blood pressure's going up.
That's why I don't shit. I
Yeah,
try not to talk to the air attendant, flight attendants anymore because it's just ridiculous now.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean talk?
Well, I hate the stupidity of their job. I think like make sure the tray is okay. The plane's gonna crash if the fucking tray's down. Like what? Make sure your seat's in the upright position. Okay, sure. I didn't even move it.
Yeah, I don't know why we can't land while I'm a little bit more comfortable.
Why are my headphones have to be off? Does that really like for safety? I guess if somebody's screaming, but like these headphones, I can hear you right now. Like perfectly.
I'm also done with their like safety show that they do at the top. Hey, we all wear belts all the time,
all the time.
and stop telling us about the belts. You can literally go in there and be like, "Hey, put your belt on." Don't show me. And if you're a little kid, get the parents to show them. You know?
Flying sucks, honestly.
When we went to Winnipeg, a guy with a baby, an Indian guy, sat beside us, smelled like BO.
Nice.
Every house has a shower.
How was the show? How was the shows there?
They were okay. Winnipeg is they're not great.
Tough to do a show last night when they were playing. That was a big game.
Honestly, that crowd was better than the Thursday crowd.
Okay.
Everybody in Winnipeg at the show was staring off into the distance like this.
They weren't laughing?
They laughed, but they it felt like everybody had a huge fight with somebody they loved that day, and were like, well, we got these tickets, so we got to go.
Did you
Like there was a Russian guy last night who every one of the comics, like there was 3 guys that opened. Everybody thought this guy was going to kick all of our asses. He
The Russian
didn't
guy.
laugh one time to nothing. And every time he was asked a question about anything, like, "Hey, what are you guys what's going on today?" Like just a little interaction. He would not acknowledge you. He would lean over to his girl and start talking to her. And then he would reset and just stare blankly into the back.
So you'd be like, "Hey guys, what's going on today? What's your plans? You having
And
fun
he would go
today?"
like this. Like every time. 4 comics.
That's amazing.
He was ruining the show because
But that's
his seats were beside the stage facing the audience, and he was lit up.
That's awesome though.
No,
I think-
nothing about
I
it is
think
awesome.
if I was there, I would have laughed at that. interaction.
No, you wouldn't have.
What do you mean?
It was weird. It was like threatening. You know? Hey, are you guys having fun?
Could you? could you?
And then just nothing.
Could you imagine though if he was there, like to threaten? Like that doesn't make it.
He was, and he did. His whole aura was threatening. The only thing he said was, "My name is Igor." And he had like
funny.
the blacked out tattoos.
Oh, like his arm was blacked out?
But he looked like a Russian like gangster kind of.
I'm not a big fan of those. I think to me.
And then he stared at every comedian.
Oh, he would like blankly stare?
No. Like once you were off stage, it's in a big speakeasy. He just stared at fucking the comedians. So I got these rings in my hand. I'm like, do I have to switch hands to be like? I need something. If this guy,
You think the rings on your hands are going to help you?
100% they are, Anto.
You punch with your knuckles, not your fingers.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I want sharp things on my hands.
Okay.
I'd rather have that than my smooth, never worked on anything fucking fingers.
But you got some big front two knuckles. Those are good.
Those are fine, but if I got
that middle one, dude, yeah, you got to hit him with that.
if I got like a ring there, it's gonna hurt more.
Maybe.
So I'm just like, this guy's gonna fight, and they were just a bad audience.
Gotcha.
They just didn't get it.
It's Winnipeg. You know, it's a pretty miserable fucking city, if you ask me.
You know
Highest
what?
crime rate in Canada. Did you know that?
Yeah, you know, I'm so over all of
You
this
did 3
shit.
shows in Winnipeg?
2.
Huh. So third. I don't understand. What
It
did
was
you
the
do yesterday?
coolest bar I've ever seen.
I saw the pictures of it. I liked what it looked like.
I'll send you a video. You go into like an area that is not at all what you'd think, and then it's a broom on a wall. You pull it, and you go into it down. It's very cool. It was very
like that
cool.
stuff. I like bars like that.
But what I realized is the bar is too cool. So like the people there, they go and eat a nice meal. They have nice cocktails, and then the show is just like a backdrop to this nice night. And there was nice couches in front of the stage.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like really comfortable. And there's a certain thing that, like, for example, you live in Ottawa. Everybody there, you can tell, has gone to school. Because when you make a joke, they get it.
Yeah.
Because they're smart. But everybody in Winnipeg, like I said the line about my parents didn't know any gay people, just a few priests. Everything else I said was doing great. And I said that, crickets. And I said to them after, hey, that's way funnier than you guys gave it credit for. And then they started to laugh. But I'm like, oh, it's because they fucking are dumb.
Yeah.
You know, like they're literally just in their heads. And that's also the fucking problem with Canada. No one's, you know, there's no reason for nothing. Just let's, you know, and I'm fine with just chilling, doing your thing, nothing too much. But fuck. Like I had to tell them off the top. 3 comedians went up. Crowd was garbage. Last night I was the first headliner before Jam.
Yeah.
I closed it out on Friday. On Friday, I was like, you guys are terrible. Like you guys are why'd you come? Why did you come here to not enjoy yourself? Like people would go. Also, when people did laugh at shit, they would go like this.
Nice.
They would close their mouth. That is the complete opposite. This is the area you could fucking spread COVID. That's what this is for. Like you could get us all sick. This is the one time.
Maybe they got hit the hardest at COVID and they're really sad about it.
Maybe. Also, this girl tried to tell me and Jam Easy. Was like, hey, can you tell us something about Winnipeg? She goes, we're the most multicultural city in the world. And I looked at her and I said, no, you're not. And she goes, yes, we are. I said, nuh-uh. You ain't. She goes, my graduating class had 300 people. 50 were white. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. They could have all been the same race. And she was like, no. It's more multicultural than Toronto. And I stopped the conversation. I was like, oh.
You just like hanging out after the show. She was trying to tell you guys.
Yeah, I wish every scenario with somebody had a phone. And as soon as you start talking, you take it off the thing. And whenever you're done,
they just
hang it up. Fucking bye. Gotta go.
You guys were there for 3. What did you do yesterday?
What do you mean?
Did you have a show yesterday too?
Yep.
So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
I don't know why you're adding another day. maybe you can tell me.
You were on a plane on Thursday.
On a plane on Friday morning.
Gotcha.
Today here as well for Sunday.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Can you split the bill or no? You think you can't?
I can't split.
It doesn't feel like you
What
can.
do you know about day olds, fam?
Oh. It was the coolest little place, though. Like this whole Howard Johnson motel. It had no business being this cool. Like, it has a speakeasy in the basement. On the main level, it has a gambling area with like tons of fucking slots. Yeah.
Oh, I love
and
that.
then a Hat-Tricks bar where it's a sports bar where they had literally fucking air horns every time the Jets scored with red lights.
Love that.
Attached to that bar was a beer store that was open until 2:30 a.m.
Sounds like the best place in the world.
It was nuts.
Did you were you guys close to the stadium?
No, where we were staying was like the club is underneath that.
Oh, cool.
So it's all right there. The only thing was just the crowds were not good.
Hey, sometimes, that's not the way she goes. It's not the way of the road, bubs, sometimes.
It's not even that. It's just that comedy needs regularity. So if your city has a ton of shows, like Ottawa gets it. Everyone in Ottawa has probably been to a show.
Oh, yeah.
And they get it. They're like, I go there. My job to laugh. His job, make me. Her job, make me. You
What
know?
came first, the chicken or the egg? Who's supposed to laugh? Who's supposed to make you laugh?
Yeah. You go to a small town, though. Like Jam
don't
has
know
some
what
jokes
that is.
about Indian people because he grew up in Brampton. A lot of Indian people there. And the uptight whiteness is like suffocating.
They just feel like they're not supposed to laugh at those.
They feel like they're not supposed to laugh, but they don't even get why they're not laughing. Or why they
But
think.
maybe they don't know that it's true. That's why they're not laughing.
Partly, but it's just funny. Like some of it is just funny.
Yeah. Some people get in their own heads, though. They look at a joke from the perspective of discrimination rather than like it's supposed to be some sort of irony. Or
But you know what the most discriminating thing is?
not
To
laughing.
not laugh.
Yeah. Because then you make it real. Like this
Yeah.
guy's starting to rally right now.
Yeah. Like some people would go like this. Oh, no.
Like realistically, Hitler was a comedian, but people just stopped laughing, and then he became a fucking.
I think we've lost a step here. Now we've gone into a different.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Like,
But not
that is
enough to
funny.
enjoy it.
You're right. I enjoyed it.
But what I'm saying
Imagine
is,
he's up
what
in his little
happened?
shoes and he's on stage. He's like telling jokes. Nobody's laughing though. He's like, "Here's the thing about Jews."
That is really what happened to him.
That's literally what happened.
Like, he was an artist.
He was an artist, bro.
Yeah.
He started as a comedian, then he was like,
He loved to paint with red. Anyways, there was so much. Like, I don't know what happened to white people where they were like, it's our job to protect. Now, like, how can you go from fucking everybody over to like, nah, I got you?
well, you have to do full stop reverse, bro. That's what happens when you get in trouble. When you see the iceberg,
Yeah, I get you.
full stop reverse. You got a full. So if iceberg is literally racism, sexism, all these things. Like, man can't be man anymore. White people can't be on top. Like, it's not a man's world, dude. You got to be careful.
I did this. Speaking of those questions, I did this like poll today to see who I should vote for. Like, where do I line the most? And I was actually right in the middle of liberal and conservative. Because some of the questions I was like neutral.
Yeah, like what's the party though? Like there is no party in between.
No, it just like it shows you a graph of where everybody is. The NDP and the Greens are like way up in the left, and then the Liberals are closer to the center. The Conservatives are on the right, but closer to center. And then the PPCs are like really.
Well, PPC is they're Nazis almost kind of.
I don't even know what they're up to.
Well, what's his name? What's the guy's name? There's this guy that I know that loves that guy. The fucking.
Who's the
leader
guy?
of I can't remember his name. The leader of the PPC, but he's like very,
Tense.
Yeah. It's Max Bernier, dude.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the French.
yeah.
That's the French guy.
No, that's not the leader of the Bloc Québécois. That's the leader of the PPC.
Okay, who's the block guy?
He, on the other hand, seems like a legitimate politician.
Well, because he doesn't really have to do anything other than just be a Quebecer.
I still think, I mean, they hold 25 seats, dude. That's a lot. The
Yeah, Quebec's huge.
The NDP have like 13 seats, bro.
I mean, NDP is only a legit party
The
out
Green
west.
Party have three seats.
NDP is only a thing out west.
Yves-François Blanchet is the guy.
Yeah.
Like, Quebec is a very integral part of Canada. They are
Yeah,
very
it's
important.
huge. And it's a big place. Like, it's a large land.
All he wants is for people to respect the fucking French language, respect the traditions.
That's going to go away, man. His whole tightness
come on,
on the
dude.
language. Well, you can't just stop all development because you want everything. Like, the more people that go to Quebec, even the people in Quebec are like, yeah, this French thing fucks us because our kids can't do anything. Like, if they have kids there, all the kids go to French school, everything is in French.
Yeah.
There aren't infinite French jobs.
No, but having two languages is important.
They don't. Mostly it's English. Mostly it's French for those kids. Like a little Quebec kid, do you think he can speak like this? No. That's why they sound fucking...
The closer they are to the border, they can, but you're right. Like, deeper
Yeah.
in the old Quebec territory, they don't speak English very well.
Like, I had more than one cab driver explain to me, like, yeah, I love that we maintain our culture, but I wish we had more English options just so that the kids can, like, learn more.
True. But
The one thing
English
I
is
love-
easy to learn, I think.
Yeah, because
sometimes.
we know it. But...
Riding a bike is easy.
I-
I'm riding the bike, as I'm saying.
I love that they maintain shit. Like, for example, in Montreal, the hockey team is affordable for regular people because they give a fuck about the fans.
Yeah.
That energy needs to be across Canada.
I mean, I will say the Bell Center is quite expensive, honestly, compared to other stadiums.
What maybe right now, but you can go during the regular season to
Yeah.
a game with like I've seen families in there. There is no families in the fucking Scotiabank Arena.
So the Battle of
Maybe
Ontario.
Dad is allowed to go.
How do you feel?
How do I feel about Ontario battle?
Battle of Ontario starts tonight.
If I didn't have to go fix this tire, I would be ordering a pizza immediately after this and fucking waiting till 7.
You can do that still.
Maybe not. I got to go. Actually, we got to wrap this fucking up like pretty soon. But I got to go fix this tire. I got to pump air into it and hopefully drive it carefully so the rim doesn't get fucked.
Don't you have a donut?
No.
Yeah, you do. It's in the back.
Maybe.
It'll be underneath in your trunk. Open the trunk.
I'm not putting a donut on.
Well, it's
not
safer than you trying to
equipped
drive
at all to do that. I'm
everything-
going to winch the car up, change a tire
Listen
my
to me.
first time.
Listen to me without being an asshole for 2 seconds. Okay?
This isn't being an asshole. This is just saying I've
Okay.
never done that.
I know a lot of people have never done something and then they have to fucking persevere and do it.
Correct.
Everything you need to do it is in the car right now. All cars have it.
They
In
have
the
a
back.
jack in there.
Yes, they do. It's in the
Wow.
back where the spare tire is.
Still not going to do it.
Okay. I had to do it for the first time once and I did it and it worked.
You hoisted it up.
I hoisted my truck up, dude. Yes.
Wow.
A truck spare tire, do you know where it is? Under the fucking truck. You have to build a tube that goes in and releases the tire. It's like literally a fucking Minecraft, dude.
Yeah, why don't
Your
they
car-
just make it easy?
Yours is easy. You open the fucking back, you lift up the flooring that is the back, and the tire's right there. You pull it out.
Well, maybe I'll do that actually. Now that
Don't
you
you have
said it.
CAA? They do it for free, dude. They literally come and do it.
Dude, the amount of time it would take.
It doesn't matter. You just need to get it to the place. You don't need to be there when they're
No,
changing
I'm
the-
saying like if I called CAA right now,
Yeah.
4 hours probably.
Okay. What does that matter?
I don't want that on my
You don't
plate.
need to go. Do you need the car tomorrow? Probably not.
I don't think so.
Then fucking call CAA, you dummy, and watch the game and enjoy your life. What's wrong with you?
It's parked outside now,
Do
the
you
car.
pay CAA? Do you pay for it? Yes.
Yeah.
Call them. Call them. I did it.
You might not be wrong here.
Yeah, I would call CAA 100%.
And just say what? Tires
Hey,
flat.
my tire's flat. Help me. Boom. The guy will come over in the next. He might even come tomorrow. Who cares? You'll be there.
that'll bother me bad.
Okay, so then just order the pizza and watch
Just
the game.
order the pizza.
Order the pizza, dude. I'm telling you right now, rushing to Luby, stupid.
Why?
Okay, you cannot drive on a flat tire, number one. So right away,
Correct.
how are you gonna pump it? Where's your pump? You have a pump?
Well, I have a pump. Yeah, in the back.
Okay, you're gonna pump. How bad's the flat? You have no idea.
Goodyear. Yeah, I do. It's flat. It's
No,
flat
how
as fuck.
bad is the flat? Is it like a big hole? Is it in the sidewall? Is it a little?
I don't
tiny
even
hole?
know where it is. I gotta go check.
I suggest going in the back and jacking the car up and changing the tire. If you don't want to do that, call CA. I'm telling you right now. They'll be there probably in a couple hours. It'll be easy. You paid for it. I don't know why you wouldn't do that.
I'm probably gonna do it.
I can't believe this is part of the podcast. That we're
I'm
having.
gonna just call CAA then, I guess.
Right, call him right now on the podcast. Call him.
I can't. The phone's the camera.
Oh yeah,
The whole
I'll call him for you.
every resource I have is dedicated to this at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, my thinking was pump it up, just drive it to lube
yeah,
because
that's
it was
fine.
a slow leak.
That's fine. That's completely fine. But what about if when you're driving, the slow leak becomes blown up tire?
Because the lube's close. Was what the thought was.
Do what you got to do, man.
But I guess, I mean, am I just going to change the tire?
So what would happen is you either change the tire yourself, which is cool, or CA is going to come. They're going to put your donut on, put your tire that has a flat in the back of the car, and then you just go to lube and they, hey, look, I got this tire, fix it.
Yeah. I mean, sounds like I'm going to have a good time watching the game.
Yeah, you should be doing that.
Okay, I'm going to go
there.
down there. I'm going to fucking see. I've never done that before, so it's not that I'm worried I can't do it. It's just like when you've never done it, the error
Okay,
fucking
just make sure.
huge.
Just make sure. One tip from Tone.
Here we go.
If you're going to jack up the car, make sure when you use the jack that they have, you lay under the car and look and put the jack on the frame. Do not put it on the plastic part of the car. There is a frame, there's a metal piece that rides parallel to the plastic.
So not only did you just solidify that I'm not doing it.
It's easy. You just look. You can
No,
go
no,
with your hand and
I
you can feel.
understand that it's easy.
Okay.
I get it. But the fucking way I'll feel if I make a mistake, you know how much damage that can be caused
this
with a
is-
small error?
This is your chance to be a man, dude. You could be a man.
What's manly about fucking your car
Changing a
up by
tire?
accident?
I bet you D will fucking strip naked in a second if you put that car up on a jack.
Sure. But what would she do if I even slightly have it touching the plastic
Oh,
and it's a
kill you.
$3,000 fucking fix?
Don't just.
Right? Like,
Hey, high risk,
Sure.
high risk, high
you
reward,
know,
brother.
do you know why our dads jacked up every fucking car they had? Because they were $5,000.
No, it's because they didn't get laid very often, and that
True.
was their chance. That was their
But like everything was cheap back then. They're like, oh fuck, I ripped the door off. The guy's like, yeah, $8.
$500. Here you go.
$8 and a coffee. Let's chat while I put
Actually,
this back
he's like
on.
just coffee if you don't mind.
Yeah, please. I'm thirsty. There's no stakes.
I think that going to Mr. Lube right now on a Sunday before a holiday,
Well, no, they're done. They're closed at 5. That ship.
that ship sailed. 3:45.
We broke a champagne bottle on that ship, and it's fucking in the fucking
okay, well,
ocean.
we got some time. Movie of the week.
I want to see Sinners. It looks amazing.
Looks
I keep
amazing.
hearing about it.
96% Rotten Tomatoes still.
Him, I'm really excited about.
Honestly, I'm not, because all Jordan Peele movies are pretty much the same now, so he's kind of ruined that now. He ruined the element of surprise. They're all the same. They all start off as like a normal movie, and then it's a horror movie. You know?
I kind of get what you mean.
Him, and it's about football. They tricked me with the trailer. I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, football. I'm excited. This looks good. And then the blood and the fucking gore stuff. I'm like,
Well,
okay.
Sinners is doing the same thing. I
But
think where
Sinners
it's like you're going down a
is
path and then
Sinners is a type of horror movie.
yeah, you're right.
Not really though. It's a gangster gangster
mix.
slasher flick almost.
No, it's a vampire movie.
Oh my god, I'm excited. Michael B. Jordan too. Hell yeah.
But you're right about Peel.
Now, because you know the first two times you get me, I'm in.
I didn't
third
see
one?
Nope, but we were trying to watch. I fell
Yeah,
asleep.
Nope's the one with the tornadoes and everything, the storms.
And the Alien.
Yeah, like that one is a little different because it's actually just a weird movie in general, which is okay. And
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
But this one, it's the same. I'm already starting. I watched the trailer today and I was like, no.
Yeah, well, every movie, you're right, goes down this path where you're like, oh, normal people, but some bad's going to happen. The
And then-
bad, mega bad.
Mega bad.
And then the whole movie resets to, hey, how about the bad thing?
I'm very excited for Warfare. I'm going to see it next Friday.
It's only an hour and a half, though.
Perfect. Thank you. 90 minutes in and out. Apparently, very little dialogue in the movie. Even better.
That's probably why it's an hour and a half.
A lot of jargon, though. A lot of jargon.
My movie of the week is Whiplash. It's my favorite movie of all time.
I just watched it 2 weeks ago.
It's probably the best movie,
Well, that's subjective.
of course.
Your favorite, though? No, Blackberry, Whiplash, and what else is?
Yeah, Blackberry and Whiplash is. But Whiplash supersedes Blackberry by just a little bit.
Yeah, it's a weird movie, and it's
Whiplash?
Weird yeah,
It's weird.
because if you have you talked to anybody who's like been in that lifestyle?
Oh yeah, you
of,
told
like-
me this one time.
Yeah, like many
So dumb.
you think that's dumb? What I'm saying?
What like movies aren't about reality,
No, of course not.
you know?
I know, but it's like it's not about reality until it somewhat touches upon your reality. Like there's people who have went through schooling like that very intensively and like been part of bands and orchestras in their schooling.
Yep.
And they're like they've never once heard, seen, or even like heard whispers of somebody acting that way.
Hence why no one gives a fuck about them. And then a movie gets made where people start to give a fuck, and then they bitch, and we're like, "Oh, sorry, we actually should have keep ignoring you."
Yeah, but like
You
a
know?
super abusive
Like-
instructor, like,
And how cool is that? How much better is it if it was just like, "Hey,
be better.
try again. That didn't sound too good."
No,
like,
throws a symbol at his head.
no, like it's fucking intense.
Yeah, it's intense
I think we forget what movies are about.
for sure.
We've forgotten.
What are they about, Jordan?
Suspending fucking reality. It's disbelief. It's suspending disbelief.
Here's the tough part about what you just said.
There aren't
okay?
two Michael B. Jordans.
No, here's the tough part, though. Okay, you're right. It is supposed to suspend reality. They're supposed to trick us into thinking
Hey,
we're in a new.
can
little-
lions speak?
Listen to me.
Can they? Can they sing?
I hear what you're saying. And originally, you're right. It's supposed to be take a break from your work week, go to the movies, lose yourself in this, lose yourself, forget. But the problem is, this whole new view on making movies is make it as real as we can.
No.
Oh yeah,
That might, sure, it may be a view, but like
a
it's
lot
not
of
good.
movies are trying to really toe the line between reality and
And that's why most movies suck now.
You're right.
Like Gone in 60 Seconds, Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
Yeah, most of that's not Swordfish.
Swordfish.
That can't happen.
Be cool. Actually, be cool. probably
Van
happens,
Helsing.
right?
Yeah, a guy can't beat otherworldly powerful
He's
vampires.
not a guy.
But if he puts a hat on and he's got some bullets that are silver,
But he's not a guy.
yeah, he's a man.
No, he's not a man either. That's the part. That's why it's different for him.
He's a man guy.
He is the archangel Michael, dude.
yeah.
Gabriel. He's
Guess
Gabriel.
guess what doesn't walk among us?
Angels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's
guess
literally.
Angels in the outfield. You got pro
You
got
build
pro
it, they
baseball
will
players
come.
going, dude.
Oh wait, that's two different movies.
That's different.
That's to Field of Dreams.
That movie's too real. That
Yeah.
movie's like just a farmer who makes a fucking,
That was like Ray Liotta was like, I got to try to be in something different. I
that could
can't
just
a
be
kid.
that Kevin Costner's character had dementia.
Probably.
You know?
It's like that theory about the Rugrats, where they're saying that what's her name is like imagining the whole show.
What's the theory?
Angelica. Rugrats is that Angelica is like a lonely kid with like serious mental health issues, and she like imagined everything.
See, we don't need any of that.
Yeah, that's like a theory somebody made.
You know, we don't need that.
Like the twins are stillborns, and that's why they're like really gray and they wear like different outfits.
I mean, how bad of a world would that be?
Yeah, we don't need that.
We don't want that.
No.
We want just
But you
Fairly
said
Odd
the-
Parents. Guess what? Your godparents, a lot cooler now.
You said the movie of the week was supposed to be fucking Shooter, dude. I was like looking up.
That's a great movie
It
too.
is a great
Really
movie.
stupid
It's
if
not a
you
true
think
story.
about it. Really dumb. You know, hey, guy, can you plan the whole shooting?
And then we'll do it.
But don't do it.
So
Just to a T, plan it so that if we want to fucking frame you for it, it looks like kind of like you did it.
interesting fact about the movie is the website that the FBI agent is, the Mexican guy that's in every movie, that website that he uses to like look up the automated sniper rifle shooter thing that he's looking up, that's a real website.
I like a real
You
website.
can actually look up, and there is a company that designs things to help you shoot guns without being there, remotely shooting guns.
What a dangerous thing.
Yeah. From and hit that rifle can fire from over 2,000 meters away.
So dangerous.
Military, dude.
I love how the wind has such a big
2 kilometers. Do you know how far 2 kilometers is?
enough that the wind can play a factor.
Definitely. The bullet's in the air for over a second.
Like Mother Earth's like whatever you guys develop,
The Coriolis effect.
I will fuck with it. Oh, your panel needs sun, cloud. Oh, your panel can't get dusty, fucking sand on it.
Oh, you want your plane to ride to be smooth and gentle? Turbulence.
You ever see that movie, like the drunken fucking fighter.
What? Drunken Master?
Yeah.
Jackie Chan?
That's what the Earth is. It's like, oh, I spilled ocean tsunami.
There's two movies. There's the Drunken Master, the Chinese Japanese one, like the old one, and then there's like the one they remade where he's
Like
older.
the only movie that I would like if it was real to a T, give me a movie about the like foreign governments. You know, give me a movie in the Kremlin, not with Tom Cruise in
Not
it.
with Tom. That's the only time I've ever seen the Kremlin is when he blew it up.
I know. What an ambitious film. I can't believe they let him destroy
He
it.
blew up the whole fucking Kremlin, dude. One shot.
Not even in CGI. Imagine. Imagine like talking to the Russian government, hey,
What happened?
I know you like this building, but fucking Tom's really adamant about it looking good.
Yeah, Tom's all about the real deal. We need it to be real. This guy flies jets. He can blow up the Kremlin. Okay?
Yeah. We're
Like,
gonna let
could
him
you
wire
imagine
it.
pitching it, like, because we know that's ridiculous. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
But could you imagine Tom is in like the room with the producers? He's like, listen, do you think it's possible that we could blow up the Kremlin like for real?
He's like on a laptop, so I'm like, look at how shitty this looks. It's not real.
It needs a paint job.
The only thing that I've realized is, we got to get rid of that dumb bullshit where it's like, oh, this isn't real. Because in Breaking Bad, when he kills Gus,
With the box cutter.
no,
When he blows him up.
when he blows him up, that scene where he walks out and he straightens his tie,
Could be-
unrealistic as
but
hell.
we don't even know that, though. You don't know.
Half of his brain is gone. You know, so he can't walk no more.
Maybe the half he needed to walk was the one that stayed behind.
Maybe he's right-brained or left-brained.
Are you just get to that part on Breaking Bad?
I'm on season 5 now. We're about to fucking end it.
Yeah, it gets really good. The last
So good.
The last scene is the best.
But now they're fucking with shit, man, because they know you're on your phone. They're literally, I don't know if you've seen clips of people talking about movie making, but they're making movies where you can be on your phone and they will tell you what's going on. So if we're in a scene together in the movie, the dialogue might be like, Anto, and I'll say your name like 8 times in an hour. So every time when you're on your phone, like, oh, Jordan's talking to Anto. Instead of what Sinners is like just a good-ass movie. You know?
We don't know it's a good ass movie yet. We didn't see it.
Everybody's.
I know.
You know?
You have to go and verify.
Yes,
Trust
yes.
and verify with every movie, right?
But I know this is going to be good.
It's good. Michael B.
Yeah.
Baby. Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. But anyways, I got to fucking call CAA.
Do it, dude. It's sick.
I got to take my shirt off and fucking pump this car up, do
I
some
thought you were gonna
damage.
say wax your chest. I got to take my shirt off and wax my chest.
I don't know if you know how to change tires, but hairless chests really help you.
Don't check
fucking,
the car up unless if CA is coming, let them do it.
I think that's the move.
They come down there with a truck. They do it all for you.
I'm going to try to get them to come fast.
I was gonna say.
Maybe I'm going to say I'm hurt near a flat car tire.
What is this life alert for pumping tires? Yeah. Please, I've fallen and I can't change my tire.
Get up. But thank you for coming to another episode of the Don't Be Sorry podcast. We're so committed to the show. We love you all so much, all 5 of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Go Toronto.
Go Ottawa.
I'm okay with that. You're
Yeah.
from there. You know, you got it. They're Canadian teams. We're in, baby.
Yeah, they're gonna win for sure.
Ottawa.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think tonight? Let's call it. What do you think's going to happen tonight? Give me a score. Give me a score.
3-1 Ottawa tonight.
3-1 Ottawa.
3-1 Ottawa tonight.
I think the Leafs win 5-2.
Wow, and the first one at home? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
We'll see.
Peace out.
Peace.